The market recently has been very low for quite a while now, and I am going to be talking to you about when this is actually going to go back up, if it is actually going to go back up, and also how the market this year has kind of been changed from what we have seen in the recent years. And like now we kind of have like two different sections. We have one section that is always staying up and it is not really fluctuating too much, and we have one that is always going down. It just seems like it's going lower and lower, and what's going to be going on with that. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, trading and investing, how to make coins, and also a lot about the market, when it's going to be going up, when it's going to be going down, when to buy and sell your team, so you definitely don't want to miss them. So first of all, I do want to mention that EA this year are in full control of the market. If you actually take a look at what EA Sports are trying to do with the market and the prices of the players, is that meta cards, they want them to be accessible. So for example, Lucas Moura, Ousmane Dembele, Sissoko, Rashford, they want all of these players to be accessible to majority of the players. For example, when Sissoko perhaps 2 weeks ago was actually going for around 50,000 coins, and then he did start decreasing down, they wanted that price to go down because that was simply too expensive. Also players like Rashford, 90,000 coins, that was too much. They wanted them to be more accessible, and for them, they wanted to really get rid of the middle class. You may notice right now there is no kind of like middle tier players. Longley is pretty much on the border, but other than that, it is going to go, if you want to upgrade your team, it's truly going to cost you upwards to 200,000 coins. And the reason for this is because EA Sports really want to create a divide. They want these cheaper players to be available for everyone, but if you do want these more expensive players, you are, perhaps EA Sports want you to buy FIFA points, or they want you to really grind. They want you to be trading, playing lots of FUT champions to be able to unlock the players, higher tier players like Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and also the lower bracket too. It's not just those that are above 500,000 and a million coins, it's also the lower brackets, Mane, Son, Salah, Kante, and like I did mention, Longley. Longley is kind of like, he is on the border. He's a perfect player kind of to show, because you will notice they do not fluctuate too much. If you are looking to buy these players, you do actually need to wait until there is going to be a major promo for their price to really decrease. Otherwise, if you do need them week in, week out, forfeit champions, you can kind of look at the weekly flows. They are always lowest on kind of like the Saturday evening and Sunday morning, and throughout Sunday when people are selling their weekend league teams and of course no longer need these cards. So that is something to do. And with the lower tier players, you do want kind of like Rashford, Sissoko, all of these can be bought usually on Thursday because they are going to be packed a lot with the division and FUT champion rival awards. But this is just for the lower rated cards, probably 83, 84 and under. You guys know the meta cards like I was mentioning, Lucas Moura, we have loads of them, Sissoko, Rashford, all of these sort of players that you most likely have in your team, Ousmane Dembele, all of these can be usually on Thursday when they are going to be packed. Like I did mention, there's going to be lots of supply on them, so there's going to be lots of them on the market and they will decrease in price. And you can also maybe look on Sunday weekend league sell-off, but I think Thursdays do usually look better for these kind of like very lower rated meta cards, so definitely keep that in mind. I've had lots of questions recently on when to buy your team, so that's exactly answering your question on the lower tier. And also if you guys do have some more coins and you are interested in the higher tier, and also answering the question of this video, will the market ever recover? Pretty much like I was talking about earlier on in this video, we now have separate sections. It has been divided, so we have a lower class which is Lucas Moura, Ousmane Dembele, Sissoko, Rashford. That is the lower, it was the middle class, but now it's been turned into the lower class. And then we do have the higher class that is not fluctuating that much or even at all. We can only see it moving very slowly, and like I did mention, that is the Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, also the lower bracket of Mane, Son, Salah, Kante, Longley, all of those type of players. So we do need to keep this in mind. And if you guys are asking, will the meta cards Lucas Moura, Ousmane Dembele, Sissoko, Rashford ever recover? Will they go back to what they were a week ago, 2 weeks ago? The short answer to that does look like it is going to be no, because EA Sports, like I did mention, they are in full control of this market, and I think they want to make these players to when they want to keep these players low. They do not want these players to become more rare and go back up. I think every single promo we are going to see this huge amount of this gold supply, and it isn't really going to stop. There's not going to be time for these lower rated cards to actually recover, because there's just going to be packs constantly and a constant supply of golds. So that is not really going to be happening anytime soon, so don't expect, if you guys still holding cards that you have made losses on, it might be best just to try and sell maybe on Friday or on kind of like when people need them for their weekend league team. That is when you want to try and get rid of those cards. Thank you guys for that absolutely insane support recently. If you guys do need any other help, definitely comment down below. You can also DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.